अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहिए श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the summit deities, Hare Krishna. All glories to the summit deities, Hare Krishna. All glories to the summit deities, Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Sri Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayudire Nashtraprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, chapter 25, The Glories of Lord Ananta, text number 3. Yasya hai va idam kale no pashna ji hai hirsato mrishya vich virachita ruchira brahmad भ्रूयोर अंतरेण सांकर्षणो नाम रुद्र एकादश व्यूहस त्रयक्षस त्रिशिखम शूलम उत्तम भयन उदतिष्ठत. Word to word meaning. Yasya, of whom, hava, indeed, idam, this material world, kalena, in due course of time, upas anjiha harshatah, desiring to destroy, amarsha, by anger, virchit, formed, ruchira, very beautiful, brahmat, moving, Bruyo, the two eyebrows. Antarena, from between. Sankarshanah nama, name Sankarshan. Rudraha, an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Ekadasha Vyuha, who has 11 expansions. Triakshaha, 3 eyes. Trishikam, having 3 points. Shulam, a trident. Uttambhayan, raising. Udatishtat, arose. Translation and prepared by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. At the time of devastation, when Lord Anantadev desires to destroy the entire creation, he becomes slightly angry. Then from between his two eyebrows appears three-eyed Rudra carrying a trident. This Rudra, who is known as Shankarshan, is the embodiment of 11 Rudras, or incarnations of Lord Shiva. He appears in order to devastate the entire creation. Purport. In each creation, the living entities are given a chance to close their business as conditioned souls. When they misuse this opportunity and do not go back home, back to Godhead, Lord Shankarshan become angry. The 11 Rudras, expansion of Lord Shiva, come out of Lord Shankarshan's eyebrow due to his angry mood, and all of them together devastate the entire creation. Om Gyantimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, thank you everyone for giving this opportunity to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. So, in this chapter, in this canto 5, Shukdev Goswami describing the position of the planets in this universe. So first we describe the horizontal planets in this Bhumandala. What are the different deeps are there? What and all things are there? Then he goes upwards. Vertically he goes. First he go upward. He describes all the upper planetary systems. Then he come down and then he describes slowly is the all the lower planets. Then after describing till the Rasatal, Talatal, and going down till the Patal, afterward he is described the Shesha, the glories of the Shesha, and that is our topic, or that is from where we are discussing. So when it comes to Shesha or Ananta, he is the one who is there below the Patal. And so first we'll want to clarify why and like what is this Shesha, like who is the Shesha and what is holding. So in regarding this, Prabhupada writes in the description of the chapter that in this chapter Shukdev Goswami describe Ananta, the source of Lord Shiva, Lord Ananta, whose body is completely spiritual, reside at the root of planet Patal. So this Shesha which we are discussing about, the Ananta which we are discussing about, is at the root of Patal, holding the all material or the planets or the Bhumandala, to be correct. And Bhumandala or Shiti Mandala, both are considered as the entire Bhumandala. If you lower a planetary system and the place where we are in, those are need a residence, place where they said they can reside. But when you talk about the higher planetary system, the above Bhumandala, they all uh, roam around the sky. They don't have any base. But when you come to this Bhumandala, it requires a base to hold or to um, go around this material world, go inside the material. Like analogy is given of a lotus flower. Like when lotus flower is there, so the top of a lotus flower is a flower lotus where the Brahma reside, the Brahma Lok is there, and the stem of lotus where all the planets are there, how all the higher planet systems are there, and the leaf of that lotus flower is compared to the Bhumandala. And if you go below the Bhumandala is all water. So that comparison given, the leaf is need the resting place, which is this water. And who is holding that planet is our Shesha or Ananta. So this is the Shesha which we are talking about, and he is holding this Bhumandala. But when it comes to whole universe, the whole this material world, not material, this universe which we are in, that is floating in the causal ocean. Regarding this paper, right in one of the purport of second canto, that the Lord, by his plenary portion as Mahavishnu, lies down within the water of Mahatattva, and the water is called causal ocean or Karnajal. While Mahavishnu sleeps within the causal ocean, innumerable universes are generated along with his breathing. These universes are floating and they are scattered all over the causal ocean. They stay only during the breathing period of Mahavishnu. In each and every universal globe, the same Mahavishnu enters again as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, lies there on the serpent like Shesha incarnation. So all the planets, all the universes, they are floating on the causal ocean, and inside this there is a Mahavishnu comes inside as a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and he is lying on the serpent named Shesha, and on his hood the this planet or this Bhumandala is residing. This there on his one of the head. There are 1,000 head. One of his head there is this Bhumandala is residing. What he is doing? He is constantly chanting the glories of the Lord. He's so much immersed in chanting the glories of the Lord. This whole, if you consider this Bhumandala is very heavy. But one of our acharya says because he's constantly chanting the glories of the Lord, he's not feeling any weight of that. He don't know that there is anything above him, and it's compared to the white mustard seal. So like that, he's constantly absorbed in the thoughts of Lord. That is what's given about them. Now, equation come how Lord Shesha came to this position. He's holding this material world or this Bhumandala. Why he's holding and how he got this service. Regarding this, there is a conversation between Shesha and Brahma where he assigned him this service. So when Lord Brahma created the or did the secondary creation, to increase the progeny, he appointed some Prajapatis who like our Daksha. Daksha is one of them, and he gave his two of his daughter to. He gave many daughter to Kashyapa, but two of them we are discussing today. Two of them, their name were Kadru and Vinita. Both of them wanted to have a progeny or wanted to have son. Uh, so Kadru, she desired to have 1,000 snakes which are of equal splendor. All should have the equal splendor or the opulence like that. Whereas Vinita, she desired to have only two sons, which surpasses the splendor of the thousand son of Kadru. That was the desire of Vinita. And later on, when they begotten, so Vinita's two sons are Aruna and Garuda. Aruna is the charioteer of sun god, and Garuda is the mount of the Lord Vishnu. So these two are begotten. And when it come to Kadru, Kadru begot thousands of snake sons. So they are very famous. Like two of them, which we know, that Shesha, which we are talking about, and Vasuki, and like that Takshak and all, they all begotten by Kadru. Snakes by nature, they are very much poisonous. They have a lot of power, lot of strength, and they have tendency to bite other creatures. Because of this nature, Shesha doesn't want to remain with his brothers. He wanted to leave this family. He want to leave his family and want to go, and he want to join or the his cousin brother, the Garuda, to help some like he wanted to help somewhat. So like that, he went for penance and he did very austerity. He was living on only on air, and for many years he lived like that. And then after, Lord Brahma got very much pleased by his austerity. And then he comes and he asks, "Oh Shesha, what do you want? What are you desiring?" Then Shesha says that I don't want to live with my wicked heart brothers. I want to leave the association, and I want to live as a ascetic. I want to do my penance, and that's what I want to do. Then Lord Brahma says, "Okay, I am pleased with your service and your self denial, and you want to peace, love of peace you have. But I request you that this earth on this Bhumandala is very unsteady, because of which many mountains are different places. Mountains are there, and the forests are there, sea is there, and many cities are there. If you want to do this service, can you take this as a benediction that you can hold this universe, or this Bhumandala above your head?" And by hearing that, he became very happy. And Shesha, he asked that, "O Lord of Universe, please place this Bhumandala above my head." And like that, from that time, he is holding this material, or this Bhumandala above his head. And since he is always glorifying the Lord, he is not feeling any pain, any burden, or any weight of this material world. But problems comes when Prabhupada says or the shloka says that at the time of devastation, when Lord Anantadev desired to destroy the entire creation, he becomes slightly angry. So, which devastation we are talking about? This is not partial devastation. This is a complete devastation. During that time, uh, there is a fire from the sun god. Like sun is blazing fire come from the sun god, and there's no water. There's scarcity of water. Everything is start to burn. And that time, Lord Shesha, he also get angry, and fire also come from the bottom. So both the places fire comes. From for many years, this fire is burned. Then a wind comes, very heavy winds flows, and that also flows for, it's like storm, very windy storm goes. And then after, there's a water which completely fill this universe with the water. There's no, it's not look like this below this half portion is Garudaksha in currently, but during that time, full universe is filled by water. Like this, destruction happen. So we are talking about that devastation when what Lord Ananta is doing when he is becomes slightly angry. But Lord Ananta, he is not. He is beyond this material world, because he is a Shaktivesh avatar of the Lord. He doesn't come unto the modes and he shows this kind of activity. But and because of that reason, he is sometimes called as tamasi. That he's not there under the tamas or the mode of rajogun or tamagun. He is beyond that, but his activities, he does the activity or the service, what he does, that is in the mode of rajogun, because that he is also got the name of tamasi. So then after, when he get the desire to destroy, he become angry. And then from between his two eyebrows appeared three-eyed Rudra carrying a trident. So we see, like when the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, when he wanted to have this in creation in this material world, so that time from his navel there sprouts a lotus stem, and on the top there's a lotus flower. So it described, so that lotus stem is of Rajoguna. And to create this material world, we need some passion. Then only we can create this material world. So that's why Lord Brahma, we say he is in charge of the mode of passion. In the passion, he creates the material world. And to destroy the devastation of this material world, we need, for destruction we need tamagun. So from Lord Ananta, Rudra comes from between these eyebrows and he does the job of destruction. Like Lord Ananta not included in this process, Rudra does this activity. And therefore, This then Prabhupada continues in translation that this Rudra, who is known as Shankarshan, is the embodiment of 11 Rudras or the incarnation of Lord Shiva. He appears in order to devastate the entire creation. So here the word, the Rudra name is called as Shankarshan. I didn't found any reference like what is this, but he is saying as embodiment of 11 Rudras is this Sankarshan. So there are 11 Rudras with different names, but Prabhupada say these Rudras generally they have 5 faces and 3 eyes and 10 arms. That is a form of Rudras, and they are the expansion of Sadashiv, or the who is the Guna avatar of the Lord Krishna. So like that is the description of Rudra also come. So this is regarding the Ananta and the Rudra, which Prabhupada described in the translation. In Prabhupada says, in each creation, the living entities are given a chance to close their business as conditioned souls. So that is the purpose of the creation of this material world, is to giving a chance to all the conditioned souls so that they can finish, they can wind up their business and go back home, back to God. Even our Acharya Bhaktisiddhanta Sai Thakur Maharaj says that this place is not fit for any gentleman. Is considered this place as like a toilet. One should not remain for much time in the toilet. Just do his activity and go back home. So similarly, this material also considered that kind of toilet where everyone should leave as soon as possible, and that is the purpose of Lord which He created. Mm, Multiple reasons are given why Lord created this material world. Uh, one discussion says that when we become envious of the Lord and wanted to enjoy separately from the Lord, He created this material world. And another reason, just to correct the jivas, those who are in there in this material world, just to correct them, Lord created this material world. Lord is so merciful that He gave us chance. Like He come to all the levels of this creation. He's there outside the creation, and He come inside. He maintains, and He's there in each and every atom. Then He Himself come give the teachings of this spiritual world and what is this material world. Then He send His representative, His associate comes, and Lord Himself come multiple times, and He send His expansions and all multiple times. He tried to help us and just to take us or this opportunity to go back home, back to God. Therefore, in this material world, since everyone wanted to enjoy, and that tendency is not there in the spiritual world, only in this material world we have this tendency to enjoy, and therefore we see there, like in Gita, we have 5 subject matter. So out of them, one is temporary, that is karma. Karma is only calculated in this material world. That's why just to make this system so that they get the suffering or whatever they want to enjoy according to what they desire, according to what they did the karmic action. So that conception Lord did in this material world. Example of this creation is compared to Prabhupada compare it to the government. Like government have many departments, but there's a one department where he expand himself in the form of a he create a jail where all the criminals or the people who are not following the laws of this of that his state or his nation, they are put into that. But those who are following the rules and regulation, all the following the law of the this his kingdom or his nation, they are freely moving outside. So this material world is compared to the jail where all the living entities are put. The motive of government is not to punish them, not to harm, like it's not like that is not the main reason, is to means crucify them or want to kill them, want to torture them. That is not the motive of the government. Why government create the jail? Just to make them correct. They realize what mistake they did, and after they desire to go back to their normal lifestyle, and they remain there happily. That is the motive. Similarly, Lord also created this material world in the same, or the because Lord created this kind of thing, the our state also follow the same kind of principle which Lord did. So He also created the same kind of this material world where He is making us we should make ourselves correct, and in the various form Lord sends or gives us teachings so that how we can correct and what is the description of spiritual and material. And when we get the desire to want to get out of this, then Lord more he put his interest on those living entity, those who want to go back home, back to God. And that is the motive of the government or of the God. He want to help the conditioned souls in this various ways. This mood of Lord that I want, or this, as Prabhupada says, this material, this chance is given to all the conditioned souls to go back home, back to Godhead. That mood is seen in the various associate of the Lord also. So we see the example of Narad Muni. So when Daksha, he begot 10,000 sons. So that time, after begotten, then he says to his sons that go and progenate this entire uh, universe with, do the progeny. So for that they go to the forest to do the penance and austerity. By seeing that their austerity and penance, Narad Muni comes to save them and to protect them. And he comes there, he instructs them in various, he gives them various instructions. And all the sons of Daksha, the 10,000 sons of Daksha, they accepted the instruction. They all together, they accepted him as a spiritual master, and they obeyed whatever the instruction given by Narad Muni. And they say, "You'll not engage in this or get engaged or get entangled in this clutches of this material world. We want to get free, want to free ourselves." And for that reason, they came to the conclusion that we'll never return to this material world. By seeing that, Daksha became very morose. He lamented. He fainted also by hearing this news. And then after Brahma come to pacify him, Brahma comes and he pacified. Don't worry, nothing happened. It happens. Then again he says, "You can begot more sons." Then he beget. This time he begotten only thousands of sons. And this time also gave the same instruction that you go and progenate this world with your sons and like this. So they also goes to the forest and they do the austerity and penance. And that time, for this time, for Narada Muni, it was simple. He came there and he says that you are very much affectionate towards your elder brother and you follow what they did. So your brother also came here and they left everything and they joined as a renunciant and they want to live this material. What you want to do? And they, since they were a follower of their elder, they said, okay, we'll also do the same activity. And like this, then after the story comes, again Daksha became angry, very angry. Then he cursed the Naramun that you will not get any residence. You have to roam around like this, he cursed. But the point is here that the mood of the Lord is also there in the devotees of the Lord who desiring to send all the living entities back home, back to God. They doesn't want them to stay here lifelong. Similarly, there is a pastime of same Narad Muni when he is delivering the Prachitas. So that time also, when Prachitas got the instruction of from the Lord himself, he got the instruction from the Lord Vishnu only that there's a you marry that girl and you progenate, do the progeny and like that you do. Then so Prachitas followed the word of the Lord and they begotten a very nice son, very a perfect son, and they left their home and they went to the austerity and do the penance and all. And that time again, Narad Muni comes, and but this time the Prachitas were asking about the questions like we got the instruction, like what Prachita says that because of our attachment to the material or our family affair, we forgot the instruction of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. And please enlighten us how we can remember the real instruction and come back to God. So that then Naramuni gives the explanation that without the devotion service, whatever austerity you do, whatever the speech which you are speaking, whatever the hearing you are doing, that is fully a waste. Without the devotion, there is no point of doing those things. So unless one realize the supreme law, all these activities are useless. So you should all desire to or uh, increase your or realize your relationship with the Lord, and in that way you can leave this material world. So like this, he gave the bit different relationship between, or he gives the relationship with the Supreme Lord in various ways, and Prachitas heard, the understand it, and they also desire to go back home, back to God. That is the quality that which devotees of the Lord also have. This is the case where the Lord's devotee have the same mood, that they want to make other living entity go back home, back to God. But there are other devotee who want others to go, and they want to suffer on their behalf. So as last time when Prabhuji covered the example of Vasudev Datta, and another example of Prahlad Maharaj, that Prahlad Maharaj, when Narsimha Dev came to protect uh, his devotee Prahlad. So that time he was very ferocious, very angry, and he came there. He killed the Hiranyakashipu, and still he was anger was not pacified. So that time, all of them thinking like, whom should go to pacify the Lord? Mother Lakshmi said like, I can't, because I don't know this person who is this so ferocious and all. Even Brahma also come. He also tried to. He also thought like, I should pacify the Lord, but he also not able to do. And they all remember that Lord came to protect the Prahlad. So if Prahlad goes and he prays to Lord and pacify the Lord, then only Lord will get pacified. So when Prahlad Maharaj goes there and he offers very wonderful prayer. So in this prayer, his mood is shown. So in one of shloka he says, Naivo dijepa durataya vitarnyas tadvir gayan mahamrita magna chittah soche tato vimukta chetasa indriyartha maya sukhaya brahm udvato vimudaha. So this shloka says, Naivo duje para durataya vaitarnyas, that I am not afraid of crossing this Vaitarni river, or this there's a river between the material and spiritual. I'm not afraid of crossing this material. But what I'm afraid of, what is my concern is that this Vimuda, that soche tato vimuk chetasa indriyartha, just for gratifying the senses, for the Maya Sukhaya, that is the happiness, the material happiness, and they are making very big plans to live in this material world to gratify their senses and this kind of thing. I am concerned about them. And then in the next sloka, he says, "A Lord, there are many people who want to get liberated. They go to Himalaya and do their austerity and penance, and they are very much self-concerned. They have concern about themselves, and they practice and they go back to God. But I don't have that kind of mood. I have the concern about these living entities, and I wish that they also take the shelter of your lotus feet. That is the mood of Prahlad Maharaj, that he want to take the all the living entities, want to take the suffering of all the living entities, want to suffer from their behalf, and they want to send all the living entities back to God. Even Srila Prabhupada also, he's shown this mood, and in various lecture, in various purport, Prabhupada says that we are not, this Krishna conscious movement is not made for one to go to Himalaya or open a yoga center or meditation center in the cities and all. Our mode is to go to door and door and wake up people or give the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Bhagavad Gita. That is the mode of, that is our mission. And that is what Prabhupada shown also to his, by his preaching when he went to West. There's no need to go to West and preach there. But Prabhupada got the instruction also. And when he went there, by seeing the situation there, he thought, that time he thought like, why I came here, why I came here. But he remembered the instruction and he prayed to the Lord, Lord, please inspire me. May you make me dance, like that Prabhupada says. And then Prabhupada started speaking there, and in starting there was very like hurdles were there, very obstacles came, difficulty came, but Prabhupada was tolerated that, and he is one pointed focus to follow the instruction and preach to this Western people. And by seeing that, like now this ISKCON has grown up by the this or saving people to saving people from going to the hellish planet. They are sending them to back to God. That mode is shown in our Parampara, which Prabhupada has shown. And Prabhupada said this very wonderful line: the Krishna conscious movement must be fully convinced that without Krishna one cannot be happy. So in this material there is no happiness. Only when Krishna is satisfied, when Krishna you're serving Krishna, then only we'll get the happiness. And then Prabhupada continues that when they misuse this opportunity and do not go back home, back to Godhead, Lord Shankarshan become angry. So misusing this opportunity, misusing this rare human form of life, our acharyas very much emphasize this human form of life is very, very rare. Even Srimad Bhagavatam also, multiple shlokas, it says this, how it is rare. As compared this body is compared to a boat, and where the captain of this boat is a special master, and he gives the instruction, and to cross over this material world, the favorable wind, the Lord also support in as a favorable wind, and like this we can cross this material world. And when someone takes the shelter of the Lord, then there's this whole material ocean is become like a water filled in the hoof print of the calves, and it become very, very easy to cross this material world. So that's the mercy of the Lord. But still, after having these opportunities, if we misuse this, then Lord Shankarshan become angry. Even Prahlad Maharaj also says that this human form of life is very rare. Dullabha manusam janma. It's very, very rare, and one should not waste this human form of life. He says from the age of Komara, or the 10 years, 5 to 10 years, one should engage in devotional service and perfect in life with intelligence. And similarly, our acharyas also sing many wonderful bhajans on this. As yesterday, Prabhu was saying also this bhajo re man Shri Nanda Nandan. That bhajo re man Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संग taro re bhava sindhure. So in this shloka, in this verse, in this stanza of the poem, our Acharya is saying this, that chant the glories of the Nanda, son of Nanda, Nanda Nandana, and because in this human form of life is very rare. Why is rare? Because in other forms we cannot perform devotion service. We are very much programmed to do this four things only: ahar, nidra, bhaya, maithun. This shloka, ahar, nidra, bhaya, maithunam cha samanam etat pashubi narana. So this similarity is there between human beings and animal. Only special thing which is there in this human form of life is dharma, or the devotion service. Dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesha, dharmena hina pashubi samana. If we don't follow this, if we misuse this opportunity, we are also similar to the animals. That is this comparison is given. So this rare opportunity we got this, and if we misuse this, then Lord also becomes angry. Like I created this material world just to bring them back home, back to God, but they are not utilizing this opportunity to the fullest, and they are misusing it, and he becomes angry. There's a similar bhajan come where he says, where our Acharya says that Hari Hari Bifale Janam Gunainu. So I didn't chant the Radha Krishna name, I just simply wasted my life. They didn't waste it, they just, with humility, they are showing like that. But they are alarming me that we should chant the Radha Krishna name and should not waste misuse this human form of life, which is very rarely attained. Then Prabhupada continues that 11 Rudras, expansion of Lord Shiva, come out of Lord Shankarshan's eyebrows due to his angry mood, and all of them devastate the entire creation. So, how this Rudra get manifested or come to this material world? So, when Lord Brahma created this material world, so to increase the progeny, first uh, he begotten, I don't know what the right word. So the first four Kumaras comes, he instruct them that you all progenate this entire universe. But they were very smart. They said, okay, we don't want to get indulged in this kind of thing. We want to remain as a renunciate. And they cursed themselves that we'll always remain as a child baby, the small grown child, and may we do not grow and we remain like this, like that they curse themselves. By seeing that, Lord Brahma became very angry. No, Lord Brahma became angry, not very angry. He became angry, and the question comes like, how come Brahma become angry? And there's a discussion that angry is the mode of passion, and Lord Brahma is the in charge of mode of passion, so he can show this anger that is possible. So like that, he shows his anger, and due to his angerness, from between his eyebrows, Rudra comes, and as soon as that time the name was not given of Rudra. A small baby come, he cries very excessively, very loudly cries, and he asks for, please give me my name, please give me, oh master of this universe, please give me my name, and please give me places also to reside. And that time Brahma says, okay, please don't cry, I'll give you the name. Since you cry a lot, your name is Rudra. Rudra means Rodra, or crying, that is name is given. And he was asking a place, that you give me place, multiple places. So Brahma gave multiple places just to the Rudra, and the places are the heart, senses, life air, sky, air, fire, water, earth, sun, moon, and austerity. Many places are given to the Rudra. This angerness, which Brahma showed, anger comes when someone's lust is not getting satisfied. When he saw this, that his four sons are not fulfilling his desire, it was like a lust. And when his lust was not satisfied, he became angry. Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajagun, Samaguna. And that is a symptom of passion, a mode of passion. That is shown. Anger or the lust, that are the gateway to hell. That Trividam, Narkasedam, Dwaram, Nashnam, Kamha, Krodhas, Tata Lobhas. So these three are the places, or the three gateway to go to hell. And persons who are very intelligent, they, like there in shloka, Lord Krishna warns that one should not get into this three kind of things. One should protect himself from these same things. And because of this, we see that Rudra got manifested, and he got the different places to reside. The places, like he got the first one, he got the heart. The how we reside in the heart, when we have the ego or false ego of oneself, considering oneself as I am the body, I am the all in all, I am the principle, I am the purusha of this thing and all, and because of me everything is going on, that kind of nature, that kind of mode of passion, in that, and because of that, the Rudra principle get stay in our heart, because that is. And with this egoistic scenting attitude, Lord, this Rudra resided or manifests in our heart. Because this ego, which leads to the false ego, leads to the anger, and due to anger get manifested through our senses. So in this way, Rudra also manifests in the senses also. When someone is angry, his breathing become very heavy. He heavily breathes, and he is very excessively he breathes. And because that, Rudra also manifests in the life air, the air which is there within us. He also manifests himself there. And when it comes to sky, that the densely crowd area, when it thunders, when the cloud, a thundering happen, that is compared to the angriness of the cloud and thundering. So like that, Rudra also manifests in the sky. The next place was given as a wind. When the very fearful wind blows, when it takes up uproot the trees and the houses and all, that kind of fearful that wind is compared to the, or there also Rudra get manifested. The fire, when the fire is blazing fire, the forest fire, then when it's blazed and he kills all the or many living entities or devours that place, that fire in that time also Rudra get manifested. And in the water he got the place, and water then cyclone comes, and then different the tsunamis comes, so that time also Rudra principle get manifest. Then the earth, when the inundation of the earth take place, when we heard like when the Rudra, when he emit fire with Lord Ananta, so that time also the inundation of earth take place. That time also Rudra get manifested. Then after the place was given sun, when the extreme heat of the sun is there, when people get heat stroke and these kind of things, there also Rudra principle get manifested. So like this, multiple places are given to the Rudra. Then he got the place moon place also he got. So when moon gives extreme coldness, and because that people collapse, and there also this Rudra principle get manifested. Then the austerity, the sages when they do the austerity, and they got some power, and they show their power or they get influenced with this power, and they show their passion and anger, or that time also this Rudra principle get manifested. Regarding this, we have pastime of Durvasa Muni and Amrish Maharaj. So when Amrish Maharaj said like he did it Ekadashi and next day was Dwadashi. So during that Dwadashi day, uh, uh, Durvasa Muni also come to take the food at the in the home of Amrish Maharaj. He came with his disciples. So during that time, he said like I'll go and take bath in ocean. Then I'll come and I'll take prasad in your home. He goes there and he takes the bath. He did this Sandhya Vandan and he do many things there. And here, this side, in the home of Amrish Maharaj, his parent time was going away. That the time, the dedicated time where we should break our fasting. This parent time also calculated very scientifically. One of the class I heard like okay, I'm not fully remember that. But still, like there's both the combination should be there of the Dwadasi and first paraha of sunrise. It should touch the the first portion of the morning and the Dwadasi. When they come together, that much time is allocated for parent time. So his parent time was going out, and that time he asked his ministers or his the brahmanas over there. He asked them, please guide me. What should I do? I want to break the Ekadashi Vrata also, and I don't want to uh, do the injustice to the guest. Like first he should receive the food or receive the prasad. Then after I should honor it. So the his brahmanas, they gave the instruction that you can drink the water. The drinking of water is not considered as the breaking of the fast, and also considered as the breaking of the fast. Not not accepting as a grain, but is also considered as the breaking of the fast. So that instruction the brahmanas gave, the sages gave, and Amnish Maharaj did the same, which he got the instruction. When he got the instruction, then he did it. Then after some time, Durasamani comes, and because of his mystic power, he is a Trikal Darshi. He got to know that Amrish Maharaj broke the fast, and he became very angry that how come the guest is there in your home and you eaten before the guest, and this such kind of etiquette is shown by the king, that is not proper, and he cursed him with or he wanted to kill him. And during that time, because of his anger, the Rudra get manifest, Rudra principle, and he became angry and he generated the fiery demon. And it says the fiery demon was very, very big. While he's walking, only the earth was shaken, and this description comes. So when he was walking toward Amrish Maharaj was not shaken. He didn't took the step back because he was very much into the remembrance of the Lord, very great devotee of the Lord. He was remembering the Lord. He was praying, and he is holding his arms, and he is praying to the Lord. So that time when he comes near to him, Lord, being merciful to his pure devotee, he tried to save him, and just to save him, he sent his Shuddhan Chakra. And Chakra, which is made of full of heat, full of fire, and he kills the fiery demon. After killing the fiery demon, the chakra goes behind the Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni became very scared of like how should I save myself. He goes to various places and seek the help from various demigods like Shiva. First he go to Brahma, then Shiva, then to Vishnu also he goes, and still like he didn't get the solution of this solution of saving his life. Then that time Lord Vishnu says like, okay, if you seek for forgiveness from that devotee whom you offended, like that you will get protected. So Durasoni come back and he seek for the forgiveness, and like that he got. Since he is a Amrish Maharaj is pure devotee Lord, he didn't took any as this activity of Durvasa Muni as an offense, and he says, okay, I don't consider this as offense, and I may this Sudan Chakra get pacified and don't kill you. So in this pastime also we see like how Durvasa Muni, because of this Rodra principle, he became angry, and he wanted to uh, show this angerness or whatever the austerity he did, is using the misusing the power which he got into killing a other personality. One more pastime comes when Parikshit Maharaj, when he put the snake over the neck of Shamik Rishi, when he put that, and then after like he was going back, during that time he was also cursing himself that why did I put the snake over the neck of Shamik Rishi? Uh, then he was feeling like let the all the biggest of calamities come upon me. May I whatever the reactions are there, may I get that. And during that time, the Samik Rishi's son Shringi, he got to know from his like he was playing with his friend. He got to know that this such kind of abominable act which Parikshit Maharaj did, and because of it, he misused the power which he is having because of austerity which it is the Brahmana boy. He misused his power and he cursed the Parikshit Maharaj that within the 7 days you will get burned by the flying bird named as Takshak. So he cursed the Parikshit Maharaj like that. And after that, Parikshit Maharaj got the when Samik Rishi got to know this, that my son cursed like that, he sent his one of his uh, disciple to go and inform Parikshit Maharaj so that he can prepare for the remaining of his 7 days. And like this, we come to the Bhagavatam, and in the Bhagavatam, we are reading the fifth canto where the description comes. So this the curse which he got, the Shringi gave to Parikshit Maharaj, that was a symptom which is shown as the principle, the when the manifestation of Rudra. So whenever the Rudra comes, the things doesn't go favorably, doesn't go in the properly. And in our dealing with other Vaishnavas also, sometimes we also, because of our past samskaras, and we are under the three modes. So sometimes we get influenced by one of the mode, and sometimes with other mode. And sometimes we also show this kind of or the symptom of Rajogun, and we become angry, we became this kind of thing. When Rudra manifests, when this kind of things take place, whatever the austerity, whatever the purity which you attain, that whatever the effulgence which person get, that start to diminish. Because of that, when some come into the mode of passion or ignorance is the most abominable, in the mode of passion only, is whatever the efficiency, whatever the austerity, whatever the uh, devotion which he got, and after slowly because of the continuous association with mode of passion or ignorance, he start to lose that. So therefore it's recommended that we should come in mode of goodness. We should come in pure goodness, but at least come to goodness and practice or follow the rules and regulation which Prabhupada given. And by that, slowly we'll come to mode of goodness and we'll able to transcend these modes. And that time we'll not get affected by the three modes or Rajogun or the Rudra will not get affected, and we will not do any harm to other living entities. And that's was shown by the associate of the Lord, like Amrish Maharaj and Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj. They did the activity. It looked like when the Pandavas they fought with the other party, the party of Dhritarashtra. It looked like they are in a mode of passion. They are also engaging in their anger. They are fighting with them, but actually, since the goal was not to for their own sense gratification, they doesn't wanted to engage in this activity. They wanted to do this activity just to please the Lord. So that was their mood. When that mood is here, the activity which externally look like as a activity of mode of passion, that same activity is not under the three modes of material nature. Yesterday also we are hearing the Prabhupada lecture where Prabhupada described if someone is distributing a newspaper, and if we are distributing the magazine name back to Godhead, externally look the same activity, but one activity is done for their gratifying their senses, wanted to enjoy, but the second activity of distributing the books or magazines and whatever we are the distribution of like holy name, whatever we do, that is not under the modes of maintenance, that is transcendental. So that a description comes. So we have to try to come to the mode of goodness, at least with our activities. And for that, to come to a mode of goodness, one should live a lifestyle which is very much routine lifestyle is recommended. When someone follows the routine lifestyle, the mind doesn't tricks much, and as we saw that our senses, our life here, our heart also get influenced by the Rudra. But somehow we tame our mind and don't follow it and follow the words of our acharya. If we follow the instructions, by following the instruction, we can uh, cross beyond this lower modes and come to the mode of goodness. By instruction can make us come to the mode of goodness. So these are the various principles, various places which Lord Brahma gave to Rudra, and we saw what are the pastime, how this manifests, and how we can also say protect ourselves. So all these places which are given to the Rudra, but when someone doesn't engage in devotion service, then automatically he became fall down to this position and get engaged in this uh, lower modes of the Rudra. So therefore, it is significant that Shukdev Goswami, so now one equation comes that why Shukdev Goswami, like we heard the past time when Shingi cursed the Parikshit Maharaj, and Shamik Rishi said that you go and give this information that you are going to die in 7 days, and he wanted to prepare his last 7 days and 7 night and wanted to come back to bed. Why during that time in this Bhagavatam, why the discussion come like how this material world get destroyed? Like that time we should have the glories of the Lord, we should have the remembrance of the Lord, and therefore Prabhupada says that this conversation of Parikshit Maharaj and Shukdev Goswami is very very significant to make us remember the temporariness and of this material world. That this material world is very very temporary, and after some time he will get this material world get destroyed. Again it will get created. Again it will get destroyed, and our destruction of the body in this material world is very very insignificant when you compare to this whole material of all this universe. Our body is very small, and we, the living entities, are in the material world. There are, in this universe, there are insignificant. Also, there are infinitesimal living entities are there, and we are also one of them. So our destruction of the body, our this relation which we have through with our body, that is very temporary. That one should not get deviated or get allured by these kind of things. Just to protect, just to bring his consciousness back to the his goal, wanted to perfect his life. Shukdev Goswami described the, not only in the fifth canto, even the 12th canto, he described the how this material world get annihilation, like how the annihilation take place. So there Prabhupada make this point, like because of this temporary world, he just to make his disciple that he should be pointed towards his goal. He give the description of this material world, how it get destructed. So like this uh, Lord Ananta, he became angry. He becomes angry when he sees that living entities are not taking this opportunity very seriously. Doesn't want it to go back home, back to Godhead. And by seeing that, he became angry, and because of anger, the Rudra comes, and Rudra and Ananshesha, they try to heat or bring the fire from the lower, and from the top the sun also does, and it leads to the destruction or the annihilation of this material. So the lesson which we are supposed to take, or the summary which we are supposed to take, is that human form of life is very rare, and rare is that association of devotees or engage in devotion service, that is very rare. And somehow we got this opportunity, and we know other things also, how this opportunity is great, and we doesn't want to get engaged in other material activities. We want to utilize this opportunity very seriously, but still we get affected by the different things. So how we can protect ourselves or shield ourselves, doesn't want to get into the lower modes, or the even to the like, for now we need a mode of goodness, so doesn't get affected by the lower modes. So following the instruction of our superiors or acharyas, that will save us, that will safeguard us. And understanding the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada, when we understand that, that will also protect us from falling down or getting again the birth, again the new body in this material world. And if we again take the birth, again we go into this cycle of material world. Lord Ananta with his fire will burn us. So that is uh, I want to. This is the lesson which I want to share. Okay, I want to pause here. Anyone, any questions want to share something? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yes, ma'am. I'll try to answer as my intelligence in the words goes. Like, yes. Like this also description there, like Anand Dev is actually, when I said is he says that this earth is unsteady. It's to make it steady. He is like the when Brahma gave the instruction, that time I'm this conversion of Lord Brahma and the Anand Shesh come in Mahabharata, where he says like this earth is unsteady because of his different places of mountain and this. So to make it steady, maybe he's there, is holding the material or this Bhumandala on his head. No, 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 no. That I don't know. That we cannot conclude that he is inside the stem. That I don't know. Even I had the doubt that when we speak about a Meru mountain or that a golden mountain, it's Meru only, no? Sumeru, Meru. Huh? So that is also between the everything of Bhumandala. So is that the lotus stem which is going up that Sumeru mountain? Is the, where is the lotus stem is going? That description. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for listening. Very nice points you got. So, is there a difference between Shesha and Ananta, or is same personality? Because we see two different. Ananta is always there as a this bed of Garbhodakshari,
Hmm.
and Shesha we see appears as the son of King.
Hmm. I heard like the this Shesha is not the same Shesha, like it's not online. So this Shesha is not same as that of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu's Shesha. This is a different Shesha which is holding this Bhumandala, and this is Saktavesh avatar, which